Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's me. We got a new trailer to react to today, and I'm gonna be honest, some of you are gonna be mad that I did not watch the show involving this series. I watched a ton of the other ones, but not the one that revolves directly around this movie in particular. And if you hadn't guessed until now, it's the Transformers Rise of the Beast. I did not watch Beast Wars. The animation, even back in my day, I really couldn't get behind. I liked 2D for Transformers, and seeing it in 3D made me uncomfortable until I watched Transformers Prime, and I was like, oh my god, do 3D all the time. But I'm still nonetheless very excited about this angle. I think a lot of people, number one, have lost faith in Michael Bay Transformers movies because they went kind of downhill, I think, since they replaced Shia LaBeouf, and then even before then, I feel like since Transformers 2, things have been kind of going haywire, to say the least. I will admit I have not seen the Mark Wahlberg Transformers movies, so I might need to watch those before watching this. I don't know if he's in this one. We'll find out. I'm excited about this though, because I think, as I was going to say before I went into that and got sidetracked, I think people have wanted to see Beast Wars readapted again. Because I think people really have a soft spot for Beast Wars, the animated series. And we haven't really seen that or any type of that content since. We kind of got some like Beast Transformer characters in Transformers animated, but we haven't had like a true adaptation. So I hope that this goes well. It doesn't have a ton of views, which is surprising me. Let's see if it's changed once I clicked on it. No, it still has 1.3. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Oh, right! This guy, Ramos, Anthony Ramos from Hamilton, is doing this. I like the Haley Steinfeld movie, by the way. Go away. Has awakened. Ooh, look at him. Look at Optimus!
I'm not the one to fear, Prime. There is a darkness coming.
I love Optimus. Hi, Bumblebee! He looks different from the other movie. Who are you in? Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this looks familiar! Oh, who is this? I feel like I know him. Ooh, cheetah. Look at the hawk. It's RC! Hi! I know you. Don't hurt Bumblebee. Oh, rhinos. I love rhinos.
You've never faced anything like this. Let them
I hope not. Whoa. Whoa, what's your weapon? That's cool. Look at that logo. Ah! So who is this? That's not Hotshot, is it? Oh, I wish I was better with the names. Oh, it's gonna bother me. I feel like I know who that is. Because again, I've watched a lot of the animated series and I've seen some of the live action movies. And obviously, like, I never had the toys, but I always saw the commercials for the toys. I have an appreciation for Transformers, definitely. Why don't you have some tails? No! I wasn't paying attention to what anyone was saying. I don't think there was a lot of words, but it was mostly like Beasts versus Autobots. But then it's like, oh no, there's a bigger, worse enemy coming. So we gotta work together, despite our differences. I think this looks cool. I don't know. I feel like Haley Steinfeld's Bumblebee movie was divisive. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very sweet. I really like Haley Steinfeld. I also am a sucker for Bumblebee. He's like one of my favorite Transformers. I mean, I love Optimus. Optimus also is a favorite. I also really like Bulkhead. I'm excited for this movie. I wish I knew more of the characters' names. I'm such a piece of shit for not knowing. Oh, that spin. Just, can we appreciate that? That was really cool. Just the way he kind of like spins out of it. Like he's doing like a coffee grind dance move. Like that just, oh, he looks so cool. I wonder where we are in terms of country. Because sometimes I feel like we switch. And I mean, obviously that's New York. I'm from New York. Hi. But usually with Transformers movies, we travel. It's a global sort of adventure. So I'm curious where else we're going to go. And also, we don't have those kind of beautiful, lush jungles where I think the gorilla's hanging out. Again, I don't remember his name. Maybe I can look up the castings for the Autobots and the Beasts. Is that something I can do? Rise of the Beasts. Oh, Ron Perlman is Optimus. Did I know that? I feel like I didn't. Oh, there's Mirage. Reek. Oh, it's Optimus Primal is Ron Perlman. Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime. And I was like, okay, that's usually our Optimus. Okay. And RC. Liza Koshy? What? Why? Why Liza Koshy? Oh, okay. Oh, Michelle Yeoh? Isn't this? She's Maximal Eraser. Is that the Hawk? And then Peter Dinklage. Oh no, because there's someone named Nightbird. So I'm assuming the bird. Is that Wheeljack? Okay, Wheeljack is cool. I remember him from Transformers Prime. He was really cool. Anyway, Peter Dinklage is playing Scourge. Michaela J. Rodriguez is Nightbird. John DiMaggio. Ooh, big time voice actor. He's playing Stratosphere. And Cristo Hernandez is Wheeljack. That's cool. Wait, Pete Davidson's in this too? He's Mirage. Who's Mirage? Wait, is Mirage the one that Anthony Ramos was with? Because he made mirages of himself? I thought he was with Wheeljack. Okay, interesting. Some of those choices I like. Some of those I don't. I mean, look how pretty this is. You can't tell me that's upstate New York. Don't even. Has awakened. But it says that Anthony Ramos' character's name is Noah. And this is Elena Dominique Fishbach. Or Fishback? They don't look wet at all from that splash, which is a little disappointing. But the animatronics on him look great. I hope they get wet here from this splash. And there's Optimus looking amazing. I love Optimus. He has such a cool, iconic, crisp design. I think he looks fantastic. So this is Optimus Primal. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, wait, isn't this supposed to be Optimus? Again, I don't remember. I didn't watch the show, but I always knew that like they always like to keep Optimus Prime as like a leader of a group. He is Optimus Primal, but how are you different than Optimus Prime? And Transformers Prime, we learned that like Optimus Prime is like a title. So maybe he has a Beast title. I don't know. Let me just dissect. I like that he has like a scar. It's not on this side. He's rugged from battle. What's the point of having fur? I mean, I guess obviously to look primal and beastly, but how is that helpful for you? Does it help you camouflage? I'm pretty sure you don't like look like other gorillas. This gun's pretty cool. Do you know Anthony? Or did like Mirage say like, hey, I picked up this human. He kind of knows who I am. Sorry, Optimus. Anyway, and then he go meets him. I don't know. I'm confused. I'm not your enemy. Well, things are gonna get weird. I can't tell. It doesn't look. Again, it was probably just voiceover for this scene, and they're not connected the dialogue and the action, because it didn't look like Optimus's mouth was moving, and obviously Optimus Primal's mouth was moving. There he is. He looks so much like a toy there, and I love it. Yay. I know it's kind of silly. It's like maybe he shouldn't look like a toy, and I think that's kind of what they did when they first started doing these live action movies to make them a little more realistic. But I kind of like it that they're kind of a toy. I don't know, because it brings me back to being a child. And yes, they need to make toys out of this for the movie to do well and break even. A lot of these movies depend on toy sales, including TV shows. So I understand for the more toy-like look. And if you like this movie, buy the toys. Is that our Bumblebee? His faceplate looks different. And the car he's in, or the car he's pretending to be, it's still like an old-style Camaro. So I'm assuming we're still not in present day, because I think they still want to keep everything canon to an extent. So maybe I think Haley Steinfeld's movie took place in the 90s or maybe late 80s. So this could be the 90s. I don't know. And that was in San Francisco. This is clearly back in New York. Are they going to explain how Bumblebee got to New York? Is Bumblebee going to talk? I don't know if they started, because initially, Bumblebee could talk. But then in the live action movies, they made it so he lost his voice box, so he couldn't, and he can only communicate through the radio. But then recently, in animated series involving Transformers, Bumblebee has been talking and also has been playing sort of a leader role. I'm not really ready for that. I love my Optimus content, so not ready. But he's talking, so I'm curious how they're going to play that here. He's a Porsche. He looks kind of stylish. I know a lot of people, including my boyfriend, do not like the Porsche look, but I think this is kind of a cute looking car. Or not cute, but it's like, it's kind of stylish. It feels like a fashion car, if that makes sense. I don't know, I think it looks kind of nice. I feel like this is like a Bond type of car. So I'm assuming this is either Mirage, Pete Davidson, or this is Cristo, Wheeljack. I'd prefer it to be a Wheeljack, but I feel like Wheeljack always had a really cool looking car. I don't know anything about Mirage, so maybe he gives off Porsche energy. Don't know. Why did you steal this car? Are you valeting? Are you doing a job? What are you doing? You're like, I'm not driving. This isn't my car. Or maybe he didn't say that, but I think he just said, I'm not driving. But he's holding it and like looking at the car like, wow, this is my car now. Or I'm like, okay, how'd you get it? And this guy, you! Excuse me. I'm not driving. Help me! I've been carjacked. You just need to put both hands on the window and be like, help! Instead of just pointing. Your seat is really far forward in comparison to where the door is. This is really cool. He's able to go from being reversed, like looking dead on at the car behind him, to then facing forward again. That's kind of dope. And we saw this sort of transforming, we've seen this kind of scene before with Shia LaBeouf in the previous Transformers movies, but this is very cool to see again. That's fun. It's fun. It seems like a fun guy. Because I don't know anything about the Mirage character, and I apologize. I know RC, I know Optimus, I know Bumblebee, I know Wheeljack. Wheeljack is kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say he's like a rebel, but he's kind of, I'd say he's a rebel. So, but this guy also seems like a rebel, so I don't know. But usually Wheeljack is silver, red, and green. This is more silver blue, so I'm just gonna assume that this is Mirage. We haven't heard him talk. Maybe we heard him, but again, he's doing mirages or projections. So I'm assuming this is Mirage, which again, I like Wheeljack. It's fine. Maybe I'll like Mirage. I'm curious to see how Pete Davidson does in voice acting. I don't know if he's done voice acting before. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. You could have killed this poor man. You're really doing a lot to terrify this man. I love the spots. This image right here. This visual is so cool. Like, you've seen in like car commercials, like they always usually compare cars to animals, and it's usually a cheetah or it's a horse. We've seen this before, but usually the cheetah is the small one, but this is the reverse, and that's really cool. I like Bumblebee's new design. I like that he's more like ready for the outdoors. This is Outback Bumblebee, and it's awesome. Look at the cheetah. Ah! Just the movement looks so cool. Who are you attacking? Or are you just destroying a bridge to prevent Autobots from moving? Because I don't... Okay, no, there's someone there. And then maybe that little speck is someone. No, I think that's just someone. That's probably Mirage or Wheeljack. And you're being a bad bird. Why are you doing that? And then who's following you? Are those the Beast Wars? Are those the Beast Boys? The Beastie Boys? I can't tell who that is. Is that Optimus? With the red, I would assume so. But I don't know who that is. Maybe that's the Gorilla Boy? Primal? That's RC. I love this cute little Volkswagen van. I don't know who that is. That's not Wheeljack, because he's orange. Who is that? Is that Stratosphere? Or is that... I'm assuming with a name like Scourge, that's a beast animal. Maybe? Or is that Reek? I don't know who Reek is. I don't know who this is. Sorry. I love that they kept OG RC's design. In Transformers Prime, we saw... Well, I kind of got introduced... I mean, RC was in other animated series, but I know her best from Transformers Prime, but they really sleeked her up. They made her blue to make her look like more sleek and fit more with that franchise. But I like her original design, and I'm excited to see what she looks like in her bike form. She looks really cute. Also, wow, they really made her lips very pouty. She looks cool. I wonder who's driving. Is that Elena? I think she looks really cool. It's Primal. He looks great. And I don't know who that is, but that's Bumblebee. My baby. Is this how you lose your voice box? No, that's like through the chest. But maybe that's where your voice box is kept. Is that Stratosphere? I don't think that's Primal. I love his little war helmet. I kind of want to watch the original, or the Bumblebee movie again. It was fun. So I'm assuming that's Mirage, and maybe that's Wheeljack. So he has like green and red on him. So I think that's Wheeljack. Then I wonder where we are here. It's a very pretty building. Cool festival. I love rhinos. I love big animals, so I love rhinos. Rhinos, elephants, hippos, whales. Cool as hell. Optimus is dope. Those must be Decepticons. landing. Again, it always has to take place in New York. I mean, as a New Yorker, I don't super mind, but I feel like there has to be some people who mind a little. That's always New York. Well, again, Bumblebee took place in San Francisco, so that helped diversify it, I guess. I like seeing the mask come on. That's cool. Okay, there's the orange guy again who shot the missile. I don't know which one you are. I'm sorry. Are you Scourge? I don't know what your name is. I'm sorry. I was always better with the Autobots names than Decepticon names. But I know that's not Megatron. It's not Soundwave. It's not Starscream. In Transformers Prime, there was 2 Decepticons who were wheel-based vehicles and not airborne like most Decepticons. Maybe that's one of them, but the other guy was blue and the other guy was red. I forget what the red guy's name was, but he was pretty iconic. That's not Wheeljack. Oh, I don't know your name. You probably have a cool name. There's Cheetah. I love the Cheetah. That was such a cool transformation too. I love their movement. They have a lot more acrobatic feel to them, which is awesome. Which again makes them more unique. Doing that role was so cool. He even looks like Optimus with the mask, this little headpiece, his little, not antennae, but they look like antennae. What are you swinging? I'm curious. I hope this isn't a big CGI mess. A lot of tropes recently, or in the past few years, have been 3 acts for every movie, and then the third act of 3 is like a messy CGI mess. The rest of this looks kind of bleak and gray and brown, so I hope that the vibrancy of the bots will liven up the scene a bit more, and also like the blasts and stuff. But I'm not crazy about the color palette so far. I want to see this guy's weapons again. He has like 2 swords, but then there's like a chain. That's dope. You're so cool. I'm excited. I love this logo. That's such a great logo. That's also a very cool logo. I love it. I think this could be a lot of fun. Ending on this kind of comical note, not my favorite, because not that I want these movies to be super serious, because again, they're advertising to children who will buy toys so that these movies can continue. But I don't want too many laughs. I like the more serious stuff. Like there's always going to be laughs and jokes, and there's always going to be maybe like a joke character, but I like when the tone's a bit more adult. Probably because I'm an adult. As much as I hate admitting it. But again, I really like RC's design. She's kind of thick. Anyway, they just said that's a teaser trailer. So I'm hoping to get another fuller trailer eventually, sort of linking us to how Noah ends up meeting Mirage, and maybe a little more about into the Beasts bots. I didn't watch Beast Wars. I could try and watch it, but that style just, it kind of hurts me. And I don't mean like, it was probably good for the time, but there's like this weird part of me that just like, I can't look at it. I might just do some like Googling and some reading. But if you have like a favorite video on YouTube that goes through like a deep dive of like the Beast Wars animated series and like talks about like what to expect from this movie, please link it or mention the title down below. I don't believe I have links enabled. Sorry. I've gotten some weird stuff in the past. Anyway.